Hey everyone, welcome to the Jett lore video. Jett actually has a lot of backstory that I didn't fully realize until I researched for this video. She's appeared in a bunch of cinematics and has a bubbly, energetic personality, so I'm sure you're in for a great time. Let's dive into everything we know about Jett. Jett's real name is Han Sunwoo, and she's from Seoul, South Korea. Before becoming an agent, she was a chef, making delicious Korean food. One of her voice lines mentions,
Feels like just yesterday I was chopping kalale at the store. Wonder if that place is still standing.
Jett, I hate to break it to you, but I don't think that restaurant is still around, and it's probably because of you. In a player card titled Mirrored Edge, we see Jett holding a kitchen knife, and it looks like she caused a tornado, possibly with her powers. We aren't sure exactly how it happened, but knowing Jett's personality, it was probably an accident. She might have just gotten frustrated while working and lost control of her powers. Either way, it's likely that her workplace was destroyed. It reminds me of how Phoenix accidentally burned down his performing arts school. Controlling radiant powers is no easy feat. After this event, we don't know much about how Jett ended up joining the Valorant protocol, but once she did, she quickly became close friends with everyone. Jett has this playful and hyped up energy that's contagious, and she's always making jokes and keeping the mood light. But things haven't been easy for Jett. She's been blamed for one of the biggest disasters in Valorant lore, the Venice incident of 2049. The Mirror-Earth version of Jett detonated a spike near a bunch of radionite in Venice, causing a massive explosion. Everyone thought Jett was responsible, even though it wasn't her fault. The city was destroyed, and lives were lost, but Jett wasn't the one to blame. Unfortunately, no one knew about Mirror-Earth at the time, so they assumed it was her. Jett's counterpart from Omega Earth, Omega Jett, had already caused her life to be turned upside down before she even joined the protocol. As a chef in her early life, Han was shot and hunted down by Omega Jett outside the restaurant she worked at. During the fight, their wind-powered abilities caused a freak storm, all but destroying the restaurant. Alpha Han had to flee the scene immediately after the encounter, leaving her life in Seoul behind. From there, she was recruited by the Valorant protocol, where she became the Jett of her own world. But her problems didn't stop there. She was almost blamed for another disaster when the Mirror agents planted a spike in Icebox during the retake cinematic. Luckily, Phoenix stopped it before it caused any harm, but if he hadn't, Jett would have probably been hunted down for it, just like after the Venice disaster. Jett definitely isn't afraid to talk trash to the Mirror agents though. She's always cracking jokes about but honestly, that's just how she is. She's got this playful, in-your-face attitude and doesn't back down from a challenge. Jett also has a playful dynamic with Phoenix. She often calls him in her voice lines, and they tease each other constantly. There's definitely some good-natured back and forth between them, and it makes you wonder if there's more going on than just friendship. But for now, they're definitely just two good friends having fun. Jett is also super supportive of her team. She's always cheering them on when they pull off something great. Her bond with Sage, Breach, and Killjoy is especially strong. One of her player cards, Mementos, really shows how much she values her friendships. Even when things get tough, they always have each other's backs. On top of all this, Jett's life became even more complicated after the Venice incident. Despite her innocence, the world believed she was responsible, and she couldn't explain herself without revealing classified information about the Valorant protocol. This left her on the run, with the general population seeing her as a threat to the world. The authorities even issued an arrest warrant for her. Jett had to hide her true identity and frequently use disguises when going out. But recently, the frustration of being constantly on the run has made Jett care less about being spotted. At the end of the day, Jett is an agent full of energy and positivity, always lifting her team's spirits. Despite the struggles and challenges she's faced in her life, she never fails to bring a bit of light to those around her. Even though the rest of the world views her as one of the most dangerous Radiants, Jett remains focused on her team and her mission. So, what do you think of Jett? Drop a comment and let me know. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.